Hey guys, Kaiser here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing LBX the Emperor from Danball Senki. This is a night frame LBX used by Jin Kaido for the first half of the season. So to start, let's take a look at the instructions and see what went into building this. So starting off, we have the front cover, which shows you a fully painted version of the model, as well as the player, and a graphic rendering of the model, or the animation model, rather. So take a look. This consisted of 4 runners, 3 for parts, or 3 for pieces, then 1 for joints. So as you can see, this did have a paper cape that was cut out of it. And of course, it's the same easy to follow full color instructions as all the other LBXs. And just showing you some examples of customizations you can do, or an example. And then the comic on the back. So build-wise, this took about an hour to an hour and a half to build. So pretty standard build time. Next, let's do the parts breakdown. Starting from top, you have the head, which is made from black, purple, and a clear blue piece that is inside. Now taking a look at it, you'll see that on camera the purple plastic here looks to have a very bluish tint to it. But in real life it is definitely a lot more of a distinct purple color. Just comes off this way on camera. So here it's primarily plastic, except for 2 stickers on the front horn, and then a couple of stickers for the eyes inside the helmet. You can see it has a very wicked and sinister look to it. Next is the body, which is made up of purple, black, light gray, and clear light blue plastic, with 1 sticker here for this M marking, as well as a bit of red plastic here on the back. Removing the front cover, you can take off the plate and see the core box. Which, as usual, can be removed and flipped over if you want to. Then you have the arms, which are made up of the purple, black, light gray, and red plastics, and like the body, or rather unlike the body, have absolutely no stickers whatsoever. Even this red piece poking through is actually plastic rather than a sticker. For the joints, there's a swivel joint for the shoulder. Of course, the shoulder itself will peg into the arm's socket with a ball joint. There's a swivel joint for the shoulder pad, a single jointed elbow. It can be slightly extended for a larger bend, a thigh rotation, or bicep rotation rather, and a ball jointed wrist. You have the legs, which consists of the waist piece, which has 3 adjustable hip skirts, and then 1 in the back that stays in place. Once again, you've got a lot of nice parts layering here, with the black and the purple plastics, and then once again these red parts poking through are plastic rather than stickers. You've got more red pieces here, and then a couple of stickers on each leg. as well as the piece down here, which once again make use of layered plastic. For the articulation, as I said, the hip skirts are adjustable on ball joints. The legs are also on ball joints at the hips. Have a single jointed knee bend that can be extended for a wider range. And a ball joint ankle. And a slight tilt for the ball of the foot. You also have the cape piece. It has a very nice pattern to it, making use of various colors on the back. And then a shaded gold color on the front to give it the look of faux shadows or bits of bends, and the effect to make it look like it has shadows, as well as some shading up top near the place where you attach it. And then two stickers just to secure it in place when it's attached. And finally you have the weapon, a large two-handed club called the Titania. This just makes use of black and light gray plastics with some stickers for the inside of the club's head. A bit of a fun fact is that in the English adaptation of the game and anime, this is renamed the Oberon, and both are references to William Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, as they are respectively the names of the Queen and King of the Fairies. And so, let's put it together now. So I'm taking the cape, placing the hole, or placing the neck joint through the hole, attaching the head, next plugging in the arms, like so. Then plugging in the body to the legs. Straighten it out a little bit. And we can equip it with the weapon. Attaching it through one hand here. Actually, I'll put it through the other hand. And there you have LBX the Emperor. So aesthetically and also structurally, Emperor is rather similar to Achilles. It uses similar use of plastic layering, as well as similar capes, and almost seems like it's meant to be a dark counterpart to Achilles. Though whereas Achilles seems to have more of a gladiator look to him, the Emperor looks more like a dark knight. Or I guess in its case, just going by the name, it's possibly meant to be a tyrannical emperor in battle armor. You see, that all works together quite nicely. It has a good stance to it. The weapon itself, though a little bit heavy, does give quite the look of being powerful. And overall works pretty well. Looking at the custom dice, see the different stats. So for the head has an AP of 200, the arms have an AP of 500, body is 300, leg is 200. Then because there's no shield, it has 2 dice plates for the weapon, both have 400. So while it has some parts that are a little bit weak in terms of customization for the game, the 2 weapon parts, or 2 weapon plates, are pretty useful. It has a pretty strong arm plate. And as shown here, you can have the Emperor hold his weapon with 2 hands. You'll just have to have it so that you take apart one hand and then put it back together around the other end of the club, since it only comes apart here at this connection point. But overall, this is another impressive LBX model. As I said, this is very similar to Achilles, so this is something that I almost say could be an alternative for him if you want a starting model with a bit of a darker feel to it. And just like Achilles and Hunter, this is a kit you can buy in North America as part of the Sprue Kits line. So whether or not you choose to get him from the original LBX, or the original Danball Senki release, or the Sprue Kits LBX release, all depends on whether or not you really care about getting the LBX custom dice. Since either way you're going to be getting the same model, as shown with Hunter. So, I can definitely say this guy is a pretty recommendable set, especially as a first LBX, just to kind of give you a feel for what LBX are like. Although, if you do like Achilles and the Emperor, nothing's stopping you from getting both. I'm just saying that they are certainly pretty similar. So next time, I'll be reviewing the Ghost Chain series, Musashi Ghost and Essen Ghost, from Kamen Rider Ghost. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, or share it, and check me out on Facebook at facebook.com/KRX50. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.